So in this week's videos, we're going to talk about a really common real estate term, maybe a little, we shorten it down thing and just kind of let you know what this means to you and what it means in the real estate listing. All right. Everyone knows we throw a lot of real estate terms around, and days on market just happens to be one of them. So we're going to talk about real quickly, what does it mean, days on market? How does it affect the listing? What does it mean to the buyer? What does it mean to the seller? And how do you just become better educated on that phrase as a whole? Everyone, I'm Katie Evans, owner and lead agent of the Living 48 real estate team here in Arizona. Super glad to have you back for another one of our weekly videos. And yeah, this is just sort of an informative video, educate you a little bit further on one of those little phrases that real estate agents like to throw around. So let's do this really quick. I'm going to actually share my screen with you, and we're going to head over to the MLS. Okay, so we're looking at a listing right now. This one is out in Gilbert, Arizona. And down here at the kind of bottom left, I'm not sure if you can see this, but let me see if I can grab a little thing here. So you can see this. Over here, you'll see these little numbers, and you'll see this CDOM and this ADOM. Now, most people, when they're just thinking about days on market, we're talking about DOM, right? So why is there two different ones on the MLS? So the first one is cumulative days on market, and the second one is agent days on market. Now, what does that matter to you? Well, the first one just so happens to be the entire time that the house has been listed in the last however long it's been listed. The only way that that number goes back down to zero is if the house is not listed on the market for 90 days. Okay. Otherwise, if it cancels or it expires and a new agent picks it up, they're going to do that, and it's going to add the previous agents onto the current agent's days on market, and that will equal your cumulative days on market. So the ADOM is the agent days on market. So let's say that a new agent picked up this listing and now they are doing their own listing on it. You'll be able to see how long they have had the listing on that agent days on market for you. Okay. So that's where you would find it on an MLS plano. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's called that. It just is called a plano. I don't even know what it means. But the MLS is where we find days on market. So let's talk about, what does it mean to you? Why do days on market matter at all? All right. So from a buyer perspective, you may be interested to know, how fast is the market moving? How fast do you need to be prepared to make offers? How fast has it been sitting on the market for a really long time? Is there something wrong with it? What's going on over here? So that days on market is going to give you and your agent some insight as the buyer as to what kind of a seller you're working with. Have they never adjusted the price and priced too high, and that's why it's got so many days on market? Is there something wrong with it? Is it in a foreclosure and they're just waiting for the process? There's a lot of reasons the days on market might be longer, but it also might be that it's going to help educate you to know that you're going to have to move a little bit quicker in the market that we're in. All right. Now, as a seller, you're definitely going to want to be aware of the days on market for a multitude of reasons. Number one, when you go to list your house, do you have a timeline? Do you have goals? How long are what's the most common approximate days on market that your neighborhood, your city, your area are taking to sell, so that you have a pretty good idea that if you need to move in January and the houses in your area are taking 60 days to sell, then you probably want to start October, November to get that house prepared on the market. So that's going to be really important. Then you're also going to need to be aware of, again, what is the kind of average days on market for your neighborhood, for your area, that kind of thing. Because if you're going longer than that, we need to really look at what's keeping your house from selling appropriately and in the normal kind of time frame that we typically see for your area. And then we need to look at adjusting maybe the price, or maybe we need better photos, or maybe like there's a lot of things. But we need to start looking at that property at that point as well. Because in the mind of the buyer, and sorry, this is kind of a challenge coming out of the market that we're coming out of. The buyer in their brain is thinking, well, geez, it didn't sell the first weekend on market. What's wrong with it? Well, there might very well be nothing wrong with it, and it's just the speed of the new market. But we need to be very, very in tune to what the buyer's thinking. We need to be very, very in tune to what the market of the moment is. And we need to be very, very in tune to the narrative that the days on market is presenting to both us as a seller, to the market as a whole, and specifically to the buyer. That really is the great conversation about days on market. I hope you feel a little bit more educated about one of those commonly thrown around real estate terms. If there's another one that you're really interested in having a better understanding about, let me know in the comments below, and we'd love to do a video on that one as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on our next weekly video.